Brock, the Pewter City gym leader, known for his rock-type Pokemon and his love for attractive women. He accompanies Ash from the very start of the Pokemon anime, right after Ash beats him at his gym. He travels with Ash and Misty, as Ash collects the badges from the other gym leaders. But would he be able to beat him himself? Today we're going to find out. I'm playing Pokemon Blue with Brock's team as seen in the anime. I considered using his actual gym leader team from Gen 1, but I don't think beating Misty would be possible without over-leveling dramatically, which I personally find very boring. So I opted to go with his Pokemon from the anime and their evolved forms, which means the team I'm going to use is Onix, Golem, Golbat and Ninetales. I pick Onix as my starter Pokemon and my rival picks Squirtle, which should make the final fight of the game more of a challenge. I hope I don't regret it. The very first fight though is free, because Squirtle just can't out-tackle Onix. After that I grab the parcel for Professor Oak as usual, hand it to him and start my adventure. So here are the rules I'm going to use to make this run challenging and more enjoyable for me. I can only use the 4 Pokemon Brock uses in battles. No exceptions. I can't overlevel the next gym leader or Elite 4 member. I can't use items in battles with trainers. And the battle style is set, so no switching out before the opponent sends out their next Pokemon. After passing Viridian Forest without any real problems, I grind some more experience and beat the rival until Onix hits level 14 to go and get my first badge. Now this is a little immersion break for my roleplay experience, but first gym leader is, well, it's me of course. Fighting 2 rock types with only tackle is an aggravating task, but after a few screeches, Geodude falls to my mighty Stone Snake. I outspeed Imposter Brock's Onix, which makes it very easy to play around the bite. Just use Screech whenever he's using it, and after a few minutes Onix falls as well. 1 badge down, 7 more to go. Arriving at Mount Moon, I can now add not 1, but 2 new Pokemon to my team. Zubat and Geodude. They are pretty weak early, so Onix has to carry the run through Mount Moon. At least I'm able to pick up TM1, which contains Mega Punch, a nice addition to Geodude's moveset. I grab the Helix Fossil, the only correct choice here, and leave Mount Moon. I feel my team is strong enough to fight the rival, so I go straight to Nugget Bridge and challenge him. Pidgeotto falls victim to Geodude's Mighty Fist. Abra is only teleport, that's a nice free XP for Zubat, and Rattata is at a severe type disadvantage. Unfortunately, Squirtle knocks out Geodude with a deadly bubble attack, but Zubat's Supersonic is enough to get revenge. I finish Nugget Bridge, help Bill to become a real boy again, and then punish the Team Rocket Grunt who stole the TM for Dick, because the local police apparently doesn't bother. I mean, he's right behind the house, chief. I teach Onix the newly acquired Dick TM, which leads to a huge power spike early on. At level 21, Geodude wants to learn Self-Destruct, which at first I dismiss, but then I realized that this is not a Nuzlocke and it could actually become quite useful, so I learn it. Now it is time to get my second badge. Onix outspeeds Staryu, and with a combination of Bind and Dig, I manage to KO it before it can damage my Onix. Then comes Starmie. This time Onix doesn't outspeed and gets welcomed with a deadly Bubble Beam attack. No chance of survival. There's no way Zubat would get lucky often enough to beat Starmie by itself. There's only one way I can do this. I probably should have used Geodude, but whatever. Bubble Beam again, okay. Pretty bad. Okay, at least I survived. So here's the plan, boys. It is confused now, so we will switch out the Zubat for Geodude. Staryu will hurt itself, and then we will use Self-Destruct, and then it will hurt itself again. That's the plan, boys. Okay, step 1. Let's go! Please kill, please kill, please kill. Yes! Geodude, my man! Sheesh! I'm a master tactician. Just after I almost didn't learn Self-Destruct, pays off immediately. I'm glad this worked on my very first attempt because boy, I was not looking forward to attempt Misty 10 times. I then catch a Bellsprout to use Cut later and then head to the SSN. On the way there, Zubat evolves to Golbat, and before I enter the boat, I need to pay the president of the Pokemon Club a visit. There's an adorable little seal and I just have to pet it. Arriving at the SSN, I pick up TM8 Body Slam, which will come very useful later. I then meet my rival again. This time, Pidgeotto faints even faster. Eradicate also is no problem for my Onix. I then lose Onix to Kadabra due to some poor decision making on my side, but Golbat finishes it to avenge his friend. Wartortle is easy prey for my bat, and we once again succeed in our battle with the rival. I now go on to rub the old man's back, which if you ask me is kinda creepy, especially when a 10-year-old is doing it, but whatever. I need that Cut HM and I'm willing to do everything I have to get it. I then fail Lieutenant Surge's puzzle 10 times. before finally unlocking the door and beating the crap out of him for letting me dig through some garbage cans. Easiest fight in the game, done. Next up is Rock Tunnel. The very first trainer sends in a Slowpoke, which is so annoying to deal with that I have to self-destruct my Geodude. Then there's another Slowpoke trainer. So 2 Pokemon Center visits later, I'm back and rush through Rock Tunnel without any further complications. Geodude evolves along the way and I finally leave the tunnel and see the sun again. I then go straight to Celadon to fight Erika, but before entering I remember that I can catch the last Pokemon for my team right here, Vulpix. With my new fire type, Erika should be completely free. Or so I thought. After talking to the first girl, who apparently doesn't know that this is a public place, Karen, I encounter a serious problem. Turns out the Gen 1 grass types are just the most annoying, stupidest enemies you can imagine. Paralysis plus Bind is a devastating combo, and Sleep plus Bind is not much better either. Vulpix is way too underleveled to fight these trainers, so I have to go back and level it up a little bit. Luckily, I haven't beaten any of the trainers next to the Diglett Cave, so I defeat all of them and then return to Celadon. Back at Erika's gym, Vulpix is now much stronger and beats the remaining trainers quite easily. Now, Erika turns out to be a different enemy. Victreebel withstands the Amber and punishes Vulpix with a combination of Poison and Bind. I have to switch Vulpix out, getting Onix in because it surely will outspeed it. Little did I know that the AI apparently cheats, as Victreebel comes prepared with a Razor Leaf, a move it surely wouldn't use against Vulpix. So Onix faints and Golbat tries its luck. Unfortunately I then realized that I have not healed its paralysis from a previous fight. Great. It immediately gets binded but manages to sneak in one Confuse Ray. Victreebel continues binding until it hurts itself, and I believe that's my chance to come back. But somehow, I cannot attack.
And I can't attack? What? Why?
In hindsight, I guess that I was still stuck in a bind even when Victreebel hurt itself, but the game did not quite make it clear to me. Anyway, Golbat faints and the rest of my team soon follows, so I white out. I train my team a little bit more and then challenge the Lady of Flowers again. Vulpix is now able to outspeed Victreebel, confuse it and then burn it down easily. Next up is Tangela, which is probably one of the worst Gen 1 Pokemon there is. Some more Embers do the job and we meet her Vileplume. It sends Vulpix to sleep and crushes it with Petal Dance, which my Graveler also falls victim to. Golbat though withstands the grass attack and I win the fight. And now I'm the proud owner of the 4th badge and the TM Mega Drain, which is a great move for Golbat to learn. I buy a Pokédoll for the Rocket Hideout skip and make my way back to Lavender Town. My rival is waiting for me on the first floor, but his Pokémon are no match for my team. First 2 straight up get bodied by Onix, Vulpix deals with Executor, and Kadabra and Wartortle are beaten by Golbat. I climb the Pokémon Tower quickly and rescue Mr. Fuji. He's so thankful he gives me his flute, and I continue with my adventure. The way to Fuchsia is more or less uneventful, I get to play my new instruments to wake up the big friendly man blocking my way. Arriving at Fuchsia, I realized that my team is way too low to challenge Koga, so I need to gain some more levels. Luckily, I know the perfect place for that. Next stop, Silphco. Graveler learns Earthquake and evolves here, which is very helpful for the upcoming fights. After a little bit of dawdling around, because I literally always forget where the stupid key is, I once again meet my rival. This is basically a rerun from the Pokemon Tower fight, only that some of his Pokemon are now fully evolved. This time, Vulpix concedes to the Alakazam, which is no shame, considering Alakazam is stupidly busted in Gen 1, but the rest of the fight is the same old thing. Giovanni is even easier, because his entire team cannot stop one stony snack, and so I free the people of Saffron City from Team Rocket's reign of terror and get myself a Master Ball. The most useless item for this run. It isn't even worth money. Back in Fuchsia, I'll quickly do the Safari Zone side quest to get HM Strength and Surf, as well as a sweet rare candy. I then wanted to clear the trainers on the cycling road, because I still am underleveled for Koga, just to remember something. I haven't gotten the bike. So I backtrack once again and get myself a shiny new bike. I need to wake up another chunky boy, and then I beat up all the hooligans chilling around cycling road until I finally am strong enough to fight the man himself, Koga. Yeah, basically Onix stomps him so hard, his wheezing commits seppuku to avoid the shame of defeat. Next up, Sabrina. I have the most respect for Sabrina because psychic types are super OP in this gen. Her Kadabra beats my Vulpix in a close fight, but Onix manages to avenge it and beat her next 2 Pokemon as well. Alakazam is too strong though and Onix faints. I send in Golem and press the self-destruct button to end the fight on the spot. 6 batches down, 2 to go. I quickly grab HM Fly and visit my hometown to surf to Cinnabar Island. I get the key to Blaine's Arena in the old Pokemon laboratory and go straight to the gym leader. Blaine is even easier than Koga. I think he knows he has no chance, so he tries to overheal his Ponyta with no success. 4 earthquakes later, I'm the proud owner of the Volcano badge and only one gym leader remains. In the Viridian City arena, Vulpix reaches level 42 and learns Fire Spin, so I can finally evolve it to Ninetales. Now's the time to remove Team Rocket from Kanto once and for all. Golbat annihilates Giovanni's Rhyhorn and Dactrio, while Onix does the rest. With a lucky crit on Rhydon, it finishes the fight and I'm now ready to challenge the Elite Four. My rival though thinks otherwise. One final challenge before I am allowed to enter Victory Road awaits me. There's not much to say. The recent rival fights all follow the same pattern. Onix beats Pidgeot, Golbat beats Rhydon and Execute, Ninetales gets revenge on Alakazam and even beats Blastoise. Man, this thing is a beast. Now nothing stands between me and the Elite Four anymore. Well, almost nothing. I thought I would find a TM for Earthquake in Victory Road, but I misremembered, and after a failed attempt of digging myself out to the entrance of Victory Road and a quick Google search, I learned that Earthquake's in the Sivco building. You tell me I could have given it to Onix the entire time? Oh well. I finish Victory Road, swiftly grab the M26 and get excited to fight the Elite Four. So I walk through the door, there's no going back now. This is it, the grand finale. And yeah, no chance at all. Lorelei completely wipes the floor with me. There was no way I can beat the Elite Four with my current team, so I walk back to Victory Road and grind as hard as I can. And then do the missing new glitch for tons of rare candies. Because at this point I don't consider that cheating, as it just reduces the very long time I would need to level up my Pokemon to 56. Okay, second attempt. This time, Lorelei is a joke. Ninetales proves to be extremely strong with its combination of Confuse Ray, Fire Spin and high damage output. It even beats Lapras after it survives one very powerful Hydro Pump. Next up is Bruno. Here, Golbat completely dominates the fight, with none of Bruno's Pokemon coming close to beating it. I really thought Golbat was going to be the weakest link to my team before starting the challenge, but its solid moveset in combination with the opponent's terrible movesets makes it very valuable. Agatha doesn't stand a chance either, as my two rock and ground types are just too much for her to handle. I'm beginning to think this round was not much of a challenge at all, but these were just a warm-up. Now I meet the real challenge of the Elite Four, Lance. I immediately switch out Onix because I fear Mighty Water attack from Gyarados. Golbat almost beats it, but then succumbs to a Hydro Pump. Ninetales comes in and finishes the job. Ninetales then faces a Dragonair, which uses Hyper Beam, but doesn't even do half of my health. Even the second Dragonair is not enough to stop the nine-tailed fox. Aerodactyl though forces the switch to Golem, who tanks the body check and knocks out the Aerodactyl with Rock Slide. The last one is Dragonite, but luckily Golem's explosion finishes it very easily. Now there's only one trainer left, my rival. Once again he sends out Pidgeot to open the fight with, and once again Onix's type advantage is just too much for it. The rival then sends out Alakazam and Onix falls victim to a strong Psybeam attack. Ninetales once more jumps in to get rid of the Psychic type. Next up is Rhydon, and I switch to Golem, who wins the Rock-type mirror match, and then Earthquake's Arcanine. Executor is quickly dealt with by Ninetales, and now it comes down to his final Pokemon, Blastoise. Switching out Ninetales would just mean he gets a massive free attack on one of my other Pokemon, so I let it stay in with the knowledge that it will soon perish to a Hydro Pump. But to my surprise, Ninetales survives the attack, confuses Blastoise and then traps it in a Fire Spin attack. Being stuck in fire and confusion is just too much for Blastoise, and Ninetales finishes the giant tortoise with a Body Slam attack. I am now the best trainer in the world. I beat Pokemon Blue with Brock's team. To be honest, I thought this would be a little bit harder, but Brock actually has a really well-rounded team, despite only having 3 different types of Pokemon. The hardest part was certainly the early game, well, and Erika, but once I had more Pokemon, it was not too much of a challenge. If I do another Gym Leader challenge, I will try to make it harder on myself. I definitely enjoyed the run though, and I hope you did too. If you did, please leave a like, follow me for more content like this, and comment which Gym Leader you wanna see next. Thanks for watching.